We're going to start with the heavier one. So then if you want to skip, you can just move along to the next story and you'll be good. But it does have a pretty tough update on it. And I know people don't like me spoiling when there's updates, but it just needs to be said that like it is a pretty heavy story.
Okay.
So there's an initial post from 2 years ago. This post was titled, "Am I the asshole for telling my wife I don't give a damn how she drives when it's just her and her kids in the car, but if me or our kids are in the car, she must be safe?" My wife had two kids before we got married, and they have an actively involved father. We have had two children of our own. My wife is a terrible driver, but she refuses to acknowledge this. She's been in multiple car accidents and even had her license suspended. Not for a DUI or anything, just because she is a shitty driver.
Wow.
She will do stuff like reach into the back seat to deal with a kid rather than either pull over or let me or one of the older kids deal with it. She got T-boned in August last year because she took her foot off of the brake at a red light to pick up my son's pacifier that had fallen out. She didn't put the car in park. Thankfully, only she was injured. All four kids were in the car. I have had it. I told her that she is welcome to endanger herself and her kids, but that if I'm in the car or our children are in the car, she will keep her eyes on the road and her hands on the steering wheel. She is finally at the point in her rehab where she can drive again. I reminded her of what I said. I told her that I loved her. I said that her older kids were important to me and that I loved them too. But I told her that if she ever decided to do stupid shit while driving, our relationship would be over. And I would make it part of our divorce that she not be allowed to drive with my kids in the car. She started crying and said that she didn't do it on purpose. I asked her how exactly she took her hands off the wheel, took off her seatbelt, took her foot off the brake, and turned around to pick up the soother by accident. She said that I'm treating her like an idiot. I don't think I am. My children have to be safe. Before you ask, I try and do as much of the driving as I possibly can. I have stopped drinking when we go out. I traded in my car that I loved for an SUV so there's room for all of us. I offered to pay for Uber so she didn't have to drive if I wasn't available. She actually likes driving. Her ex and her parents are on my side. He also told her that if she ever thinks about endangering his kids, he would either go for full custody or ask that she be barred from driving with his kids in the car. Her parents have threatened to stop helping her pay her stupid high insurance premiums. She thinks we are being unfair because she loves her kids and would never intentionally harm them. She just loses concentration when one of the kids needs something and doesn't think to ask for help.
The end.
That's the end of the first post.